5 fill stops, okay? Zaymar and the Nassau Cruise Port. Nishi is on that show. Do you
I'm
hear
ready
me?
for that. I'm ready for that. Listen, honestly, take it out. Elkin 360 at the cruise port. Like
Wait, can I
on.
tell you Elkin sent me a new song?
He does? What is it? Friday night in the city?
Ready?
Friday night in the
Hey, I
city.
need you to cut it.
In
Listen.
the city.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
Empress, I got new music. Please, this one. Ready? Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Don't judge him.
That's the same beat.
Hey, don't judge him, I said.
Happy New Year's, Bahamas. Let's celebrate. The year was long and peaceful, Bahamas. Good times and the bad times, Bahamas. Bringing us to a new year, Bahamas. Let's praise the Lord, celebrate, Bahamas. Get the something here, Bahamas.
Hallelujah.
Now it's time to worship in Bahamas.
Praise Jesus.
Now the year's gone, Bahamas.
So long, bye-bye.
You're coming, Bahamas.
Come through 2024.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the
It's catchy.
I like the whistle. I like the whistle on it. Oh, that's a new addition.
One blow.
That's
Right.
it.
Not who. Just ready? Oh, it's only the chorus.
What I want to know is, I feel as though, if the Valley Boys had did his song and then
But you ain't
bring him
live
out
to do
to
Bahamas.
sing it. But that's
But you
win,
have
bro.
some freaking
I,
crazy ideas.
well, I study
though.
from you, so that's where I get a lot of them from. But they
that,
would have win.
but nobody played
Yeah.
that song on Bay, did they?
They didn't. I don't know.
I don't know. No, they play everybody else. But get from here, Randy, because they play everybody's song on Bay, brother. Stop that. Can anybody say whether or not anybody played Elkin 360 at Junkanoo? Because Elkin just sent me a new song days before New Year's, and I think you all
No.
I think you all
It's like a
knows the
remix.
operative word, right? But it was they played Tyler Water, exactly. So tell Randy, sit on. No, they didn't play Elkin.
I thought only vibes.
They made Make Me Sweat, Make Me Holler, but they did not know that Bimini was the gateway on Bay.
I thought only vibes could have released 3 songs on one rhythm.
Well, Elkin has proven you wrong. Well,
I guess he's the vibes of the Bahamas.
But this song did not take off the way it should have days before independence. I think if he had hit it from Christmas, Boxing Day, put it out Boxing Day, or somebody had actually played it, and like you say, he come out and sing that.
Yeah,
the place mash up.
They could have still do golden anniversary, because last year was still, the whole of last year was our golden anniversary. I think that they should have played that. And one of the group, another thing I'm should do that. Who that was? One Family. Wasn't that theme 50 years of excellence?
Bam.
So they
don't
do that.
They don't have.
They need me to contract me.
Where is the real creativity? But like that was the biggest song in the Bahamas for the longest time.
Yep.
There's no disputing its popularity.
No doubt.
Right? Tyler
Bahamas.
just come around, boy. Right? And what other song did it? Man, y'all don't get me started because this ain't even a topic. But you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Think. Why they X out this girl face?
Who face?
She said, man,
she ain't on the. Oh. They gonna do it a little better. Wow.
Who did that? Tony?
I think that might. I don't even think Tony was here today.
At the bottom. Y'all here at Star.
Wait a minute.
I bet you that's Sawyer Boy. Sawyer Boy, I do that. Who do that?
Oh. I wonder how this. Wait, what?
I see this liner, so I understand that no longer. But you only had to do that. That's what you call scotching.
Oh. Okay. That's. Huh.
Oh, I love you so much.
That's interesting. You don't feel like the amphitheater Kind of look like a big Pringle.
Huh?
It looked like a big Pringle. Like the
No?
chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big chip.
I love it though. And it's the
Hi,
pride
y'all.
of our
Happy
country.
Wednesday. Good to have you. But you're long, eh? What though?
Hold on, I gotta get my laptop.
Get your laptop. Maybe we should try the Instagram thing now too. Star 106 here. It's a pleasant Wednesday. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another Free Your Mind, the first one on a Wednesday, that is. All right, good to have you in our company as always. I am the Natural Empress, and I am proudly bringing today's show to you all courtesy of the Nassau Cruise Port. Yep, and Zaymar Production. They present Phil Stubbs live in just a matter of days. January the 13th is the date. Mark it on your calendar, please. And let us continue to support Bahamian. All right. Performing live as well. Next to the great man from Cat Island, we got Nishi LS. And of course, Iris Store and the Spank Band. All right. Tickets are $50. General admission $75. VIP available online at Bahamas etickets with an S.com. All right. Get your tickets now. You can all, some of you want to, that physical contact, stop on into the Plantation Bar and Grill in the Caves. That's Cave Heights. And also Miniso in the mall at Marathon. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime is sharp at 9 p.m. So make sure you get your tickets now. They're going to be raking and scraping and sculling and doing all of that. Come January the 13th, Nassau Cruise Port, one of the most beautiful venues our country has ever seen. And if you haven't had a chance to experience it, then this is definitely the show for you. All right. So thank you to Zaymar. Thank you to the Nassau Cruise Port. Mark it on your calendar. January the 13th. All right. Got to say thank you also to Pinder Tile. Thank you to the Cancer Treatment Centers of America. KFC has got us this hour. Seafowl. And of course, Solomon's. I got to say thank you to Muffler World. And thank you to you, the listeners, 106.5 on the FM band. And of course, thank you to all of you that are locked and loaded on our social media pages, Star 106 and Natural Empress. As a matter of fact, if you haven't had a chance to download the Music Media 242 app where you can take us and our sister stations wherever you go, then you need to do so, because lots of winnings. You can win, concert passes and all sorts of beautiful things on the app, and only on the app. All right. So get it today. Music Media 242. I think you can also send requests. Beats, you want to, hey, Beats,
Yeah.
Happy New Year, friend.
Happy New Year.
Oh, man, good to have you back. No, they didn't play Elkin. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to elaborate real quick on the app?
All right. Yeah. So the app is, honestly, that's one of the best things you could have on your phone right now.
Okay.
You can listen to Star 106.5 hits. You can listen to.
You sound like the guy in the commercial who do this for the app.
Who?
There's a guy that does the app, and so you can listen to our sister stations on the app.
No, that's DZ Diamond. I do the other commercial.
I do
the one where I say,
something
the
about
Guardian Business Boost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, pardon that. Yeah.
But yeah, so you can listen to Star 106. You can listen to all of the stations here in amongst
This
the Guardian.
building.
Yeah, in this building, as well as you can send requests and you could send shout outs like with your own voice, like a voice note. You
Really?
can send it directly to us and we get it. We're able to pull it up. So if you want shout out your friend through the corner or down the
Especially
road,
Valentine's. I think Valentine's is going to be a beautiful time to utilize the app.
we can have to sift through that, because I am concerned, because I'm just what, like,
I
you
feel it
imagine you
coming.
listening and you done hear the same person,
God, I know what's coming.
James Johnson, get shout out from 3 different women, and none of them is his daughter or his mother.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Grammy. Don't forget
And
Grammy.
that's
Yeah, you leave James alone. Huh? Our job is to broadcast all the
Exactly.
love that people have
yeah.
for James. Okay?
Sometimes you gotta shine light on things. That's just the way it is.
I'm just saying. But listen, it is a brand new year. I don't know if you realize that it is a leap year.
Oh, it is.
What do you know about leap years?
That they're
Other than
dangerous.
it's 300, thank you.
That they're dangerous.
Other than it's 366 days in that year, you gain that, that extra day.
He's gained a lot of extra things in leap years.
Elaborate.
Babies. Leap years for babies. You have plenty babies, plenty people born in leap years.
True. But you only have one. You only have a birthday every 4 years.
Well, I mean, that's one way to stay. If you are born, right?
You only have a
on
birthday
February
29th. You have a birthday every 4 years.
But do you
technically,
switch
how
that?
How old are you?
Do you switch that to be like, okay, it's actually, well, I forgot what month came after February, March. Do you switch it to March 1st?
Or February 28th?
And then every 4 years you have a big to do because it's the actual date.
I don't know anybody actually born on that February 29th. I don't know anybody. I know 28, but I don't know anybody. Anybody know anybody actually born on the leap on the 29th of February? Must be interesting. I guess it's like being born on kind of like on Christmas.
That's 2290.
That's it. I watch it come. That's the messed up part about it. You laugh and watch it come because that's Feb 229. Yep. Anyway, we can get into that. I want to talk about something that somebody brought to my attention. I mentioned it being a leap year for a reason. One, because technically it is. It is the year where we have 366 days versus 365. That we know to be true. You also said superstitiously that the leap year brings forth lots of babies.
Yeah.
Something about the leap year is almost like the full moon.
Right.
You talk about the full moon and, all of this is a little bit of astrology, the things that, astrologists believe. But I was having a conversation with two people today, and one brought something to my attention that absolutely made sense. He said in numerology,
what class is that?
Numerology? Or like astrology and numerology, people who study numbers and stars, and astrology is the studying of the stars. Numerology is people who study numbers.
That's like a religion? That's like Scientology?
No. Numerology is the study of numbers.
Oh, okay.
Strictly just numbers, right? That this is the year of material and spiritual focus. And I was like, that's interesting. And he went on further to say that this is the year of karma. And I was like, so when you say karma, what do you mean? This is the year where you will reap what you sow. I don't want to sound too preachy or nothing, but it's something to think about, because if this is day number 3 and we've already experienced 4 murders in 3 days, right? It tells us a lot of things. It tells us that times are really changing and the times are near, the time that we all read about it now, because people now don't value life, right? People don't, exactly that. They don't value life. But I think it's a time, as we always, for the most part, do, we always reflect days leading up to New Year's Day. Now that we're actually in the year, is it, and just looking around and watching how life is, not just here in the Bahamas, but worldwide, things are changing. Do you think people are reflecting more on how to live their lives effectively? Really apply all of the biblical principles that we've learned from childhood, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Or, looking at things like, knowing, when you see people and they show you who they are, believe them so that you can effectively live your life based on you and you putting your best foot forward and not expecting from other people. Do you think that people are now, as we get closer, because it seems like we're getting closer to the end based on how life is presenting itself, do you think people are more reflective You think people are more intentional about what they're doing for their lives, because it's something that you got to consider. I think when you're in your frivolous teens and early 20s, and when I say early 20s, like I'm saying like maybe between 21 and 23, but I think once you hit 25, 30 and beyond, like you've got to be intentional about how it is you structure your life. Like, we've spoken with coach about things like preparing for retirement. Some people don't see that far. You know what I mean? They don't see retirement yet because you're just in your roaring 20s. You know what I mean? But we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to show you where I'm going with this. We're going to find out what's happening traffic wise. We got our eye in the sky traffic report, followed by more on a Wednesday, a Wellness Wednesday, right here on the Star. Stay tuned.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
traffic
different.
already.
Yeah, people actually went to work today. Yeah, I don't know, Empress, because this year started off on a really, really bad note
For who? The country?
for the world. What I mean is, somewhere getting close to the end of the year last year, there was sort of this sense of projecting and looking forward to the new year and what
We
I want
always
to
do.
do. But I can be honest, I haven't even seen people, unless if, people are now shifted to move to, keeping their New Year's resolutions more private and being less about social. They're doing it. They are doing it, but they're not broadcasting what they're doing unless that's what's going on. But I haven't even seen like the New Year's post. I ain't even see the gal on the staircase.
What gal on the
You want to see the
staircase?
gal? The gal was on the staircase like last year. I leave this and that, and I step up the
Yes,
step.
boy. She was on
I
the
see that.
She to the garbage tin now.
Oh, she did a garbage tin. Wow.
Let me show you her. Well, you better stop, boy.
Wow.
She changed. She changed.
Yeah.
Show you her, buddy.
I don't know. This year already start off on globally, didn't start off bad.
Yeah, but does it mean that we're gonna finish bad?
It doesn't necessarily mean
And that's
that.
the question, huh? Isn't this like the coolest picture you've ever seen?
Look at that.
That's a reef.
Look at that.
In Atlanta. It's a place.
That's cool.
I tell him so we can throw some headphones on that.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
For real. For real.
Isn't that cool?
Look at that. Oh, that's the building.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Super cool.
But yeah.
Yeah, but does it mean that we're gonna finish? Just because it start off bad, and it has. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't predict the future. People could change in drastic ways, but judging from how it started off and what I've seen so far over the past 3 days, it's a rough start.
It's a terrible. But have you ever? Oh wait.
Yeah.
Stop. Oh, they have the art. Nephew, we don't have. I don't have that Taurus Riley in there.
Which one?
Karma.
You know Gamma?
I can play Alicia Keys Karma. That's okay. Why that should not be right by in the freaking title. What a sick thread. Oh, full moon. Are those, what did that? Let me look something up. Hold on. Y'all know how it's Google to the word. Full moon. That's a good one, though, Kiva, man. When will we see the next full moon? Flicking January 25th. Oh, wow.
Do full moons happen once a month?
Not once a month. Oh, wow. How many days does full moon last? around 3 days. Cycle from the full moon.
It's just about every month.
Yeah.
Every 29 and a half days. Oh yeah, each month does have a full moon. Huh. Just like thingum. You know, I always wanted to get a telescope.
Do you know that the full moon affects your mood?
Huh?
What the frick? It affects a woman's cycle.
Because they got water in their body.
Boy, and the impact of the full moon will vary for each astrological sign. Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn are the most affected. What?
How?
Why do I feel sick during the full moon?
I don't know. I get excited when I see full moons.
Why though? Because it's pretty.
Yeah, because it's pretty. Especially if it's like a really, really big one. Or like it yellowish.
Wow. What are the benefits of the full moon? Balance.
You know, Empress, I don't know if I should say this on air, so I can say it during the break. I actually had a theory about signs and why they could kind of be true, but it don't have nothing to do with astrology. I think I don't know. There's no truth behind this. It's just my theory.
You look good in this way. Go ahead.
Thank you.
What you always seem doing?
I think that people that are born at different points of the year as a baby experience different things that affect them and their attitudes later on in life. The reason I say that is because let's say if you're born in June, like you are.
July, boy. July.
I thought it was June.
July 15th.
Okay,
boy.
June, July,
Not the
summer
same
months,
thing.
summertime. In the summertime, right?
Summertime.
People are out more. So a baby that's born in the summertime, they'll probably get more visitors. They'll probably go out different places. So the sign Cancer, they tend to be more friendly, more loving. And that's what they usually say about it.
That's true.
And then signs like people like me, like a Libra, who born when it's starting to get cold.
You call them people. Go ahead.
Yeah, so when it's cold, you don't really go out as often. When it's cold, you might be stuck inside.
Speak about it when they up there.
You might be stuck inside. So
what does that mean if you're stuck inside? It's cold, it's snowy, it's snowed in.
So like what they say with like Libras are kind of wishy-washy. Like, yeah, I'll smile at you because I'm happy to see you, but at the same time I had a whole other thing going on that you kind of interrupted, but I'll entertain it. Say it, man. Say it. Mm-hmm.
Moody.
We're not moody. We just have other things going on.
Y'all moody and Lord Jesus.
But yeah, that's just my theory.
Do y'all believe in astrology? Like, because here it is. We're talking about this being the year of karma. Like, whatever you put out is possibly what you are. Here we go. Star 106 hits Alicia Keys with Karma. And of course, karma is a serious thing. If you don't know what karma is, right? Basically, if you apply biblical principles, namely doing unto others as you would have them do unto you, that's basically what karma is, you know. I was told just today that this is the year of karma, and it's a force. Karma is a force. It's a force that it's generated by a person's action, right? And it's consequences to determine the nature of the person's next existence. So what does it actually mean? It's the relationship between a person's mental or physical action and the consequences following that action. So doing unto others as you would have them do unto you. Otherwise, it's going to hit you in the face. It's going to slap you in the face. So I'm told that this is the year of karma. Now, is karma, well, how is karma and revenge related? Are they the same in your opinion, Mr. Bannister?
Yeah, karma is like,
Do you think they're the same? They're not really the same.
I think they are.
Show me how. Oh Lord.
Karma and revenge are the same because, well, I guess the way that they're different is revenge is more like me personally doing
Causing
this
harm
to you because you did this to me.
Right, that's harm.
But karma is like God saying, hey, I see you do that. Thinking nobody see you do that.
But I sees you.
But I see you. Let me show you something. Come here.
Buddy, I always try to do right by people. That's cardinal rule is very serious. Yeah. But if this is the year of karma, I guess it only applies to people who believe in that force, that it actually is real. Do you believe that karma is real?
I believe in the golden rule, which is essentially
exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Right? But do you believe in karma? Karma to me is the golden rule. It's going to come back at you one way or another. But the golden rule says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Does it tell you why you should? Because the why is the thing that's supposed to put fear in you to do the right thing.
Let me adjust that.
Okay.
I don't necessarily believe in karma because I feel like karma is can lead to people being a bit selfish.
Show me.
Because if you go on by karma, then you're really only doing things so that good things can happen to you. You're not doing it just to be good. Which is really what the golden rule is. The golden rule
stops. It says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But as humans, the human nature is going to question, why should I do good? If I don't do good, then so what?
But that's the whole point. We're trying to get past our human nature. We're trying to go to a higher plan to do things just because it's good.
So you have to give. It's like having to give incentive to people to buy tickets early. Why? Hey, buy your tickets by such and such day. Why should I buy them? See, Phil Stubbs coming to town now, right? And if I give you incentive, if I say buy them before the 10th of January, and folks, please do not quote me on this because I know y'all go, right? But if you buy them before January 10th, you will get 50% off. You feel me?
I feel you on that.
You have to give, for humans, you have to give incentive. So if I'm saying to you, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, suppose if I don't do that, then what?
Then it means you probably aren't going to do the right thing. If there's no incentive for you to do the right thing.
Well, that's why karma is important.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that you should just do the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
I agree. But life isn't like that.
Because
if you break the law, if you break this red light, if you drive through this red light, you're going to get a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
If you break the law, you are going to go to jail.
Okay.
You understand? Cause and effect.
Right. But beyond that, higher than that, because my dad used to say, sometimes he used to come across with some things that actually make plenty sense. I'm serious. You know, they say like drunk man say sober words, but he used to say this thing specifically about driving. That
let me hear it.
Listen, when it comes to cars and accidents and stuff, you gotta drive for the other person because guess what?
For sure, that's real.
Yeah, you could in an accident, you could be right, but you could be dead right. My light could be green, and I could sail through that green light, but because you know what I do? I slow down to the green light, and I treat it as a stoplight because that's really what you're supposed to do. Not come to complete stop, but slow down and observe. Make sure that your way is clear. That's like the
roundabout. You know you have the right of way if you're in, whatever
you
position.
Make sure your way is clear.
Right.
Not because someone is holding a knife above my head and saying if you don't do it, because I know that, hey, there's a good chance that someone might be on the other lane, and if I just sail through that, I might die.
Or I might kill somebody.
Okay.
Real. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to take a quick break right here. This is Free Your Mind on a Wednesday. More coming your way right here on The Star.
The KFC Spring
Put in
Oreo.
a
Everyone together at the table with you
All right.
as the essential one. The one bringing the chicken. Enjoy a KFC festive bucket packed with 8 pieces of golden fried chicken, family fries, 4 buttery biscuits, and a half-gallon Pepsi in a free reusable beverage bag. Available for a limited time, the reusable drink bags are perfect for your future festive feasts. Make your Christmas unique with the taste of KFC.
Join the party. At Solomon's, we believe that variety is the spice of life. With the introduction of new brands and the arrival of a wider assortment of quality products, even the pickiest of shoppers will want to celebrate. With more variety, you will find everything you need and want when you shop. So join the party today. Shop Solomon's for a wide variety of quality items. Right at your
Yeah.
fingertips.
I just put that there because I don't want time to run out.
I'll find it.
Okay.
I'll beat you to it. Bam.
You know, it's another good example. So Hot has this promotion that's going to be coming up. I'm not going to give too much about it. But as a part of the promotion, right, you're supposed to,
What you agree with, Rye, by the way?
uh-huh.
Rye so said she agree. I'm trying to see.
Agree with what?
That's why I'm trying to figure out what she agree with.
Yeah. So the promotion is you're supposed to nominate this person to win this award.
Who? Oh, okay.
Us, right? We're supposed to nominate a person to win something.
Okay.
And then you vote for this person for them to win.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is great. I love it because these people deserve to win what they win.
Okay.
But the reality is, if we really want this promotion to go viral and be a huger success, you have to do something for the people that voting so they could win something too.
Incentive.
An incentive.
Back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Incentive.
But isn't that kind of messed up that people only do things for an incentive?
Excuse me. Oh, Lord, the commercial. That's what he texted me for.
Okay.
But, hold on. Yeah, but all right, let me give you another example.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say all Bahamian concert.
Okay.
You have to give them incentive in order to truly support. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that sad?
It is. But I'm trying to get too deep, right? But I think that's that incentive thing. That's one of the reasons why, like in the Bible, they say, like we all know, God could do anything. Anything. But what he won't do is make you do something. Because if I have to make you do it, then what's the point? I think having an incentive kind of ruins things. If the incentive for you coming to my concert, that might be all being my concert, is you have a chance of winning a car, you only really coming for the car. And that's we can have a good concert.
But that's how every promotion works. So you realize that.
We can have a good concert, but at the end of the day, we ain't really get the effect that we're looking for, which is for people to actually come to the concert because they appreciate
the music
and love the music and the
artist. What about? Okay, so the Red Cross is doing XYZ. The Salvation Army is doing XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
We're raising funds for Haiti after earthquake, whatever, right?
Yeah, people only coming for the raffle. They only going for the raffle.
It ain't because they care about
they go on the raffle.
Kind,
that's
right?
what it is, the raffle.
So you realize that we are moved based on incentives.
Yeah.
And the incentive is if you do right, then your chances of, if you want to take it to talking about the afterlife, right? Then your chances of living and marching through the pearly gates are greater because why? If you do X, the result is Y.
Mm-hmm.
So the incentive is you get to live happily ever after.
Yeah.
But if you don't.
But I think, Empress, we getting deep right now.
I realize.
Because if that's your mindset, If all you're doing is just you're doing it goal orientated because of something someone promised you, that could lead you to doing some really bad things in the name of something that you think is good.
Hold on. Star 106 hits music in from Miss Brandy with Full Moon. As I initially started talking about karma and the fact that what goes around comes around. I'm a firm believer in that. I've seen it over and over again. The thing about karma is this: it doesn't necessarily come back at the person or persons in a quote unquote timely fashion. Right? It doesn't necessarily come around in what you would consider a timely fashion when like revenge. Revenge, sometimes people take revenge, effective immediately, right? You do this to me, and you can see it even in what's happening in our city. You know
Right.
what I mean? You do me this, I
Just
come in for
today.
you tomorrow, boy. Like
Yeah.
I am gonna let the sun set. You feel me? The sun just rise. And because people are killing in broad daylight now. I mean, not that they never used to do it before, but you would think that here it is. We just entered a brand new year. Hopefully, your conscience would kick in. That what, God has given us this time. Thankful to see a new year. Because what are you really celebrating on New Year's Eve when the
The
fireworks
good
go
drunk.
out?
The good drunk I get, I am celebrating this bottle of more wet. And I getting wet. That's what I celebrating. This party. I
So that's what people
celebrating
celebrate when
I
the fireworks
celebrating
go
these
off.
gifts I just get
From Christmas.
from Christmas. I celebrating the Saxons' victory. That's what I celebrating.
Letitia says, just like a party, people come to eat and toast. Some wait until they think you forget. That's true too. But she also goes on to say, you got to have something to draw people's attention. So when we were talking about the concert, right? People are not, well, especially Bahamian people, well, Americans too, people all over the world. Because guess what? If you cut out this coupon, you will save 50%. I know people in the US who wait for Sunday paper just to cut out the coupons. You know what? They're not going to buy fill in the blank here product paying full price. The
Mhm.
incentive is if I cut out these coupons, right? I'm going to save some money. All right? It's the same way. Let's say you use your credit card. If you use your credit card and you build up X amount of points, you will get fill in the blank here. There's always incentive. So the incentive in life, I think, is the golden rule, right? Although the golden rule only stops at a full stop, which says,
Yeah.
what? Listen to me. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. There's no because or if, and if you don't, it just simply says that. Karma is the same thing. Karma is saying, listen, do right, otherwise it can come back to kick you in the butt.
Right.
Basically the same thing, right?
Yeah.
It's going to kick you in the butt. Now the question is, do you believe that?
Yeah.
Have you seen karma work? Have you seen it in your own life?
Oh, do I have any stories?
You
Yeah,
don't got to tell
I
the
do,
story, but I just
actually.
want to know if you think it works.
I have a story. I could talk it. Where
Story time,
listen,
free your mind.
this is a couple good years ago. Where was I?
Where am I?
I think this was during Carnival. Yeah,
What
this is
happened in
during
Carnival, bro?
Carnival. Long story short, I found some money on the floor. I found some money.
Like how much?
It was like $200.
That's
found
money.
some money.
That's money. That's
Right?
somebody's money.
And mind you,
You thought about what you could have done with $200 at that time in your life.
and I did what I did with $200 at that time in my life. I honestly I made no attempt. I tried to
Yes,
get
Letitia.
it back to the person. I was like, boy, I needed this. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. See now,
But let me
hold
tell you
on. Because you know
Yeah.
what? We've been all taught from yay high, finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Right.
That's
And
one.
also thinking
And
to
also,
myself, listen, even if I
this a
go
blessing
and give
from
this
God.
to some person who's supposed to give it to, they ain't never get it. This person is never gonna get this
Do
money
you
back.
believe in lost and founds? Like you find the money in the food store and you go and give it to the head cashier, or you give it to the store manager and say, "Hey, I found this wallet. Do you believe that?"
Funnily, from my life experiences, as a person who chronically loses things, I've had the US lost and found many, many a time. However, I know that in certain cases with certain types of things, it's always it's not a guarantee.
It's
It
not.
has to be
Life
something
is
of
not a guarantee, but
a
there's no
low
guarantee.
transferable value.
Have you ever lost something and it was something of real value, money, whatever,
Yeah,
and it was returned to you?
yeah. I lost a $300 camera in Installments.
But the last thing I lost, I went to watch Barbie. So that's how recent this was.
Yeah, I think I remember the story.
And I left my Michael Kors backpack
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So check this out now. And in that backpack, my Dora voice, right, was my wallet. All right. Why your eyebrows? Why your eyebrows raised
Where
like
did
that?
you say this is in the movie theater?
In the movie theater.
The
Mind
one
you, I
that open or the
wasn't
one with closed?
the one that opened. This
Oh,
was
oh.
Barbie.
Oh,
Barbie
okay,
was
okay.
just last week.
Okay, okay,
Right?
okay.
So in that wallet was my life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In that wallet was also things of value. Put it to you like that, right?
Yeah.
Super
What's your passport though?
value.
Wow.
Okay.
Why you had that in the
No, I
Anyways,
didn't
go
have my
on.
passport. I just said
Yeah.
value. So things that I can't replace, things of sentimental value,
Mm-hmm.
including my parents, picture together,
Mm-hmm.
things like that, right? Money, cards. Yeah.
All right.
All right. And I did not realize that I had left it until the following day. So here it is. We come home from the movies. I had no reason to, look for my wallet or nothing, because my phone obviously was in my hand,
Mhm.
right? And I didn't realize till the next day when I was going to make an attempt to go to the food store
Right.
that I did not have my wallet, my bag.
Mm-hmm.
So frantically, I sped to the Plex,
Mm-hmm.
right? And the minute I walked in, frantic, like trying to figure out where do I go, a lady called me. She said, "Look this way. You're looking for your Michael Kors bag, right?"
Right.
And you could imagine the sigh because she
Uh-huh.
obviously knew it was mine, right?
Mhm.
Now, the moral of the story is there's a couple things. Like, I did not think for the life of me that I would get that back. A whole almost 24 hours
Mhm.
later, right? I never dreamt that in this here Nassau, I would get that back, right?
Right.
Because all the story exemplifies is that we still have honest people
Mm-hmm.
in the country. And I think that was the best feeling in the world, to know that there are still honest people amongst us.
So let me tell you the rest of my story of
Please.
dishonesty.
Please.
So after Carnival, I found this money on the ground. It was just the clip, nothing else, just the clip, I'm like, boy, I can need this. I put my foot on it and I drag it and I put that right in my pocket. And I spent that. And that
Ooh,
gone.
you felt good about
That
it.
was gone. I didn't feel good about it.
You did?
It was on my heart, honestly, while I was
Yeah, because
spending
you're
it.
that kind of guy.
It was on my heart. And Empress, let me tell you something. God's so real that after I spent that money
What
for the
happened?
next 2 weeks, that 200, you mentioned numerology,
Yes.
that 200 was coming back.
How?
Like it cut off. I only had spent all my money. And they were like, oh, yeah, if you had another $200. I being so serious. I being so serious right now.
I don't mean to laugh.
Empress, you being so serious. Next thing, something going wrong with the car. I
The
think
mechanic quote you $220.
it wasn't even like that. It was like one day, left tire going flat.
My
So that's
God.
$50. right?
Okay, 50.
Then
And then
next
150
tire,
for something.
that's $100.
So we have
Then
150.
oh, you need a sensor, bro. 150. That's a $200.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I feel like I've fully learned my lesson from that. And even in the case of, yes, if I had given it to whoever, the person might have never get the money back.
But then the fact is,
But
you
at least
did
my
it.
conscience would have
Your
been clear.
conscience would be clear that
Mhm.
your intention
Yes,
is for the person
exactly.
to get it back. Now you leave that for somebody else, whether it be
Exactly.
that store manager or the security, for them to deal with the karma.
Yeah.
Real story.
So that's my
you,
lesson.
bro. I appreciate that story. You know what I mean? Because again, honesty is still the best policy.
It is.
It is. Karma is real, and I think if everybody was to just reflect for a moment how karma has kicked you in the butt at one point in your life, it would make you think twice about doing any kind of wrong. All right, so that is the lesson for the day, folks. We have come to the end of another Free Your Mind on a Wednesday. I trust y'all will, really think about it, put thought into it, and try to live a better life as we're just starting to step into a brand new year. We still have time to, reflect and always do the right thing. All right. Top of the hour, 5 o'clock. We're getting ready for it. Your drive at 5. It happens right here on your hit station. We're Star 106 Hits.
Treatment Centers of America.
Right, so you lose $400.
I lose lose 4 and everything in it. I couldn't.
And in multiples of 2.
In
100.
multiples of 2.
Wow. Y'all be safe on these streets. Real talk, boy. Like real talk. But yeah, Ryan, never tell you I leave my dog. I must be too shape. I don't know how that happened. I think because I had gone to the bathroom with Mini Me. I don't know, but it's just in the next day when I getting ready to go to the food store. Where am I bag? Where was the last place I had my bag? Flicking Fusion King, right? Man, as I sped there, I never thought for the life of me, because here's what could have happened. Another moviegoer would have seen it. Nice brand new bag straight out of John Bull, right? Gold and black is beautiful. Beautiful bag, right? It was a gift. And that's what made it worse for me, because that was a Christmas gift from my son, right? And
Wow.
yeah, boy. And I never wear it. So I was like, you know what? Cool. Let me wear it. And I'm thinking, okay, some other movie goer gone with that boy. Adult or child. They gone with that Barbie movie. Come on.
All the bobs.
All the bobs was out.
Wow.
Now maybe if it was pink, it would have been gone.
Some boy didn't get no bobs.
Right? And then I'm thinking to myself, okay, if it ain't a movie goer boy, some worker,
Yeah.
the custodian, somebody gone with that, my boy. Now, do you think it was a matter of they look in the wallet and see my picture and say,
Yeah.
Do you think that's what it is?
I think that's
it ain't.
a big part of
honesty
it
is
too.
just
That and
because it wasn't lost and found.
And also certain establishments, they are very
Honest workers.
Remember that thing you said about incentives?
Yeah.
There's
that's
also
true.
negative incentives.
That's true.
Because if it was a situation where, I lost it in this theater, in theater number 5.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so probably roll back the tip.
True. that is true. They have good incentive cameras.
Yeah.
That is true. They got good incentive cameras. Yeah. Sugar dandy. Yeah, right. Boy, listen to me. You pick later on, you think so? Yeah, well. But I remember one time when I was about 15 years old. I was in Jamaica, heading home back to the Bahamas. And my mother had given me, it could have been maybe $1,000 US, right? 500 of it was my aunt paying some bill because I was heading back to Florida. And while we were in the car driving, and I'm counting, I kind of like do the 500, and I put the 500 under my leg, and then the other 500 I'm counting. For some reason, I'm 15. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Right?
You just money, just the
And
amazement of it.
I forgot about the money under my leg.
Ah,
So Kingston Airport is on a harbor
ah.
where there's lots of water and breeze. And the minute I stepped out of the car, all of the money blew away. This is Jamaica now, okay? U.S. money is flying. This is a dream,
I'm not even.
okay?
Yeah.
And I'm tripping out because here it is. My mother just entrusted me with 1,000 US dollars, 5 of which is not ours. It's not hers, it ain't mine, right? How am I going to make this back? How am I going to make this up to my mother who just entrusted me to put this in my bag? I don't know why I put the money under my leg. I can't tell you, right? But do you know that I got back every single dollar that blew away? You believe me?
How?
People brought it back.
Wow. That's
People
nice.
brought it back. And
Mhm.
every time I tell this story to my fellow Jamaicans, they said, never.
I mean, it's different though. It's different. First, you was at the airport.
I don't care.
You was at the airport. They know. Listen, no man. No.
Where everybody
Sister
traveling
girl, she
need
need
that
that. She got
US money
foreign. She
cake.
need that.
No,
No.
bro.
No.
No, bro.
That's like even in Nassau. If that happened in Nassau airport, you'd have been okay. Don't do that some other areas. That ain't.
Like,
And then on top of that, they could have see you.
it don't
They saw
matter.
it flew highway.
Wait, listen to me. I want y'all to just think of stories where good and honest people are still around. Listen to me. One thing I fundamentally remember about my old lady is that we could never, I remember growing up, there was always strange people around. Like especially accidents. She would stop and put people in a car. And I'm like, but we're trying to get to fill in the blank here. And this woman stopping because this boy just get hit. Somebody hit. I remember this one with a bicycle. This dude get hit off the bicycle. And she with her he-man self, right? With all this strength, lifting people, right? Checking that ain't nothing broken and lifting people in her car. And I'm looking at this person. It wasn't made out no SUV. We talking like Pontiac and Monte Carlo and thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Putting these people in a car and just taking them up, swooping them up and taking them to the hospital. Then there was a time she worked at the airline for 20 odd years, right? People miss their flights. People are drunk. People are hallucinating. There's this one lady who was seeing things, and
Where's this?
she used to work at Air Canada in Freeport,
Okay.
right? People hallucinating. They can't, and the airline policy, they can't put you on the flight or drunk or whatever. These were the people she would bring home, into her home, right? Always, 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 always helping people, anybody, right? Hence where I get that spirit from. But times have changed where you can't just randomly help every joke, but it's within me, right?
Yeah.
It's within me. But
I can I be honest? I'm trying to adopt more of that.
I'm trying to lessen that.
Well, you could throw it to me. Give me it.
Come, let me
Give me
pass what you want.
Give me it. I'll take it.
Can a beep? Yeah, I passed the baton, brother. There you go. There you go. You are now beeped.
The natural beep.
The natural beep. Oh, yeah, my mom was a different. But listen to me, different caliber of human. Like, but you know what I used to get to do? Like when people was going to the movies, I don't know, I got to do all of that. You know, I'd be going to the children's home. I go to children's home to play with children, to give them my toys, give them my stuff, give them my clothes, carry them a meal. That's the kind of things that was instilled in me from yay.
You know, something I always wanted to do.
Yeah.
I always wanted to one day go to like a fast food restaurant
And just order.
and just get like 100 of the like small sandwich and just walk around to like almost people and be like, yeah, right.
But you know what? Times are so funny. You know, one time ago that would have been cool, but now you could give to a stranger on the road who don't have it, and they'll be like, and you see the Joneses is doing all the time. Oh, I don't eat cheese. But my car get boys right by the light of Mackey Street and Shirley Street by a Jonesy giving the food. She freaking sailed that way. I don't eat grits. This is a brand new meal, you know. I knew she was at the corner. I buy she even said she don't eat tuna, boy. Or she don't eat dumpy, boy. She say, oh, I don't eat grits. And she sail it, bro.
Well, you know, maybe she's be watching Dr. Sebi videos.
You know what I go?
You know, grits really ain't a thing humans supposed to eat. That's what Dr. Sebi say.
Oh, glory.
So y'all think just because I have the Jones, so I have standards?
You know, I have standards.
I might be drunk.
Yeah, but I might be high, but I don't eat grits. Okay? Anyway, so the idea of your 100 burgers is a beautiful, beautiful thing, but I wouldn't suggest it. I wouldn't suggest. I've seen people win things. Like I give you an example. Shell was doing this thing the other day, right? When we was to the remote, and the woman won Rawson Square flicking tickets.
I remember that. I was there.
And she was like, "I don't want to juggle new tickets." Now, not thinking of the person who she could give it to, who will love it, or the fact that there's a dollar value to it, or the fact that she could have spin, try next time. You feel me? Okay, here ends the story. I go on. All right, it's just I remember. I got y'all. Bye.